Have you ever noticed that some people seem to attract opportunities wherever they go? They meet the right people, recognize ideas before everyone else, and continue moving forward even after major setbacks. Meanwhile, others work just as hard, but feel as if success is always out of reach. Many people call it luck. Others believe it's because of connections or privilege. But psychology tells a different story. Long before wealth appears in a bank account, it begins to take shape inside the mind. That's the real meaning behind the phrase, wealth is a vibration before it's a number. The word vibration doesn't refer to magic or mystical energy. It simply describes the consistent patterns you create through your thoughts, emotions, decisions, and daily habits. Your mindset influences your actions. Your actions create your habits, and your habits determine your results. When these patterns stay consistent over time, they completely change your future. Imagine two people who lose their jobs on the same day. One spends weeks complaining about the economy, blaming everyone around them, and waiting for the perfect opportunity. The other allows themselves to feel disappointed for a short time, but quickly begins asking different questions. What skills do I already have? What problem can I solve? What new opportunity have I been ignoring? Both people experience the same situation, but their thinking creates completely different futures. Psychologists call this the growth mindset. People with a growth mindset believe abilities can be improved through learning and practice. They don't see failure as proof that they aren't good enough. Instead, they see it as feedback. Every challenge becomes a lesson instead of a reason to quit. That single belief changes thousands of small decisions over a lifetime. Successful people often apply for opportunities before they feel completely ready. They start businesses despite uncertainty because they understand that confidence comes through action, not before it. They invest in learning because they believe tomorrow can be better than today. From the outside, these decisions look like luck, but they actually began with a different way of thinking. Another important truth is that your brain constantly searches for evidence to support your identity. If you believe you're someone who creates value, you'll naturally notice ways to improve, learn, and help other people. If you believe you're destined to struggle forever, your attention becomes trapped by problems instead of possibilities. Your identity silently shapes your choices every single day. That's why highly successful people don't wait until they achieve success before changing who they are. They begin acting like the person they want to become long before anyone else notices. Someone who wants to build a successful business doesn't say, "I'll become disciplined after I make money." They say, "Successful people are disciplined, so I'll start today." That small shift changes everything. They wake up earlier, plan their week, continue learning, and keep improving even when nobody is watching. Confidence works the same way. Many people believe confidence arrives after success, but real confidence is built by keeping promises to yourself. Every time you complete something you said you would do, your brain collects evidence that you are reliable. Over time, that evidence becomes self-belief. Another major shift happens when you stop asking, "How can I make money quickly?" and begin asking, "How can I become so valuable that money naturally follows?" Money is rarely the starting point. It is usually the reward for solving problems, building trust, and creating value. The bigger the problem you solve, the greater the opportunity often becomes. Look at many successful companies around the world. They didn't become successful simply because they chased profits. They focused on improving people's lives through better products or better services. Profit became the result of consistent value creation. Wealth also includes invisible assets that cannot be seen in a bank account. Skills, knowledge, discipline, integrity, healthy relationships, and emotional control are all forms of wealth. These assets often create financial wealth later. Imagine one person spending every evening learning a valuable skill, while another spends the same time scrolling endlessly through social media. At first, their lives look identical. After several years, The difference becomes impossible to ignore. Preparation also attracts opportunity. Successful people often appear lucky because they are ready when opportunities arrive. When others hesitate, they already have the skills, confidence, and experience needed to act. Luck often favors preparation. Another mindset shift is moving from scarcity to abundance. Scarcity says someone else's success takes something away from you. Abundance says another person's success proves success is possible. Instead of becoming jealous, you become curious. You ask, "What can I learn?" That question changes your direction because curiosity fuels growth, while jealousy drains energy. Financial success is also determined by daily decisions. Two people may earn exactly the same income, yet one steadily builds wealth, while the other remains trapped in financial stress. The difference often comes down to habits. Do you spend to impress people or invest in your future? Do you buy things that lose value or assets that have the potential to grow? Small decisions repeated consistently create remarkable results. Emotional discipline is another hidden advantage. Markets rise and fall. Businesses face difficult seasons. Unexpected expenses happen. Those who panic during every setback often make expensive mistakes. Calm people evaluate situations, adapt their strategies, and continue moving forward instead of reacting emotionally. Trust is another powerful form of wealth. Customers return to businesses they trust. Employers promote people they trust. Investors support people they trust. Every promise you keep strengthens your reputation. Every commitment you honor increases your value in the eyes of others. Generosity also plays an important role. This doesn't mean giving away everything you earn. It means sharing knowledge, encouraging others, and helping people solve problems without expecting immediate rewards. Ironically, people who create value for others often build stronger networks and receive more opportunities in return. None of these habits develop overnight. Just as poor financial habits are created one decision at a time, a wealthy mindset is built through repeated daily choices. You become successful by consistently choosing better thoughts, better habits, and better actions. Start each morning by asking yourself one powerful question. What kind of person do I need to become to create the future I want? Notice that the focus isn't on money. It's on becoming the kind of person who naturally creates value, earns trust, and keeps improving. Money amplifies who you already are. If you're disciplined before wealth, you'll likely remain disciplined after wealth. If you're careless before wealth, more money rarely solves the deeper problem. Character determines how long success lasts. Perhaps that's the true meaning behind the phrase, wealth is a vibration before it's a number. Before money appears in your account, it appears in your habits. Before financial freedom becomes visible, it first becomes believable. Your identity shapes your conversations, your decisions, your relationships, and your willingness to take action. The numbers matter, but they are not where wealth begins. Wealth begins with your standards, your discipline, your willingness to learn, and your commitment to creating value for others. Align your mindset with purposeful action. Remain patient through setbacks, and continue improving every day. Over time, those invisible choices compound into visible success. That is the real vibration, not something mystical, but a measurable pattern of thinking and acting that transforms possibilities into progress, progress into achievement, and achievement into lasting wealth.